We're back. Oh my god. Faces! So many faces.
So many faces.
Hi guys, Kieran Sparta.
Sarah.
We are continuing with Batman number 17, the conclusion to Death of the Family. This is part 2. If you're jumping into this one, please check out part 1. I'll put a link somewhere.
Keep
For
going.
now, we're going to get right back to it.
So, when we left off, Joker was calling Batman on why he hasn't killed him yet. Saying, oh, I think it's just because you're scared and once you go down that slope, what's to stop you?
From killing all the villains.
Killing everybody. And Batman goes, I call guano on all that stuff. You know, that shit.
That shit.
Pardon me.
She's sick still.
Yeah, I am sick. I'm trying to get through without coughing. And he just keeps saying, you could do it somewhere in the dark with no prying eyes so easily, and you know you could. But you're sticking to the story that you don't want to do it because I win. And then he starts taunting him with all the Bat family. And he pulls out the Joker card, the same one that Batman had found in the Batcave, which is what he did not tell the Bat family. And Joker says, why didn't you tell him I was in your little HQ? And he says, because of the truth. You love me more than them. And it's, I gotta admit, it's kind of true.
It's true.
In a sick way, it's kind of
Well, if you think about it, Batman is completely obsessed with the Joker.
Yeah.
Like, to a stalker point.
And
He's got a second Harley in Batman.
And Joker says, you love me more than them. I know it, and they know it. And they know how you want me to kill them. How you leave the doors unlocked at night hoping I get them. Because his logic is, if you knew that I was in there,
Yeah, you're not warned.
you know that I know who all of them are. You want me to get rid of them by not telling them.
I can see how Joker
And-
could think that.
Yeah, and he says, hoping I'd get him and him and him and him and her, and lists them all off. And when he gets to Jason, he says, and him again. In brackets. And then Joker reaches for this little black book that he's been talking about and said, and in the end, you're the one that wrote this for me, my darling. And he holds out this little black book. And at the end of it all, Joker says, okay, so now do you want me to do the honors or do you want to? And he flicks a match. And you get close-ups of everyone's eyes again. And Batman decides to stand up. And everyone lights on fire. And Joker kind of clasps his hands like this and goes, ah, love. And as he's doing that, he's standing there smiling at everyone burning. And Batman unties himself and goes, you know me so well, Joker, you should have realized that no one knows this cave better than me. And he pulls a cord. And water comes pouring down.
Of course, Batman's prepared for fucking anything.
Batman! And he douses all the flames. And you get a really creepy shot of Joker's face going, that's not funny. And I won't show it yet because I'll ruin the next page.
Damn it.
And immediately, Batman runs over to untie Damian, unwraps his bandages, and Damian goes, it's bad, tell me, I can take it, my face is numb. And you see that his face was not cut off at all. It was all a joke. And he unties everyone and unwraps the bandages, and their faces are still intact. No one's faces were cut off. It was all just a joke. And Batman's trying to tell Dick that he wants to help them. He's saying, oh, he's gone, don't worry about him. And Dick says, no, just go take care of him.
That is a creepy shot of Joker.
Yeah. That's the creepy Joker face shot. And over here is a really adorable shot of Bruce hugging Damian. And there is a strategic water droplet hitting Bruce's cowl and it's trickling down his eye. It looks like a tear.
Big softy.
Yeah, big softy. So Dick tells him to go. We'll be fine. Just you go after him.
Go get Joker.
And so he takes off to go after them. And in the meantime, Dick's making sure everyone's okay. And notice that this two-headed cat looks strange. You know, more so than just a two-headed cat.
Yeah.
And the cat explodes and releases Joker venom into the air. And of course, none of them are prepared for that.
Yeah.
So they all breathe it in, and they start going crazy and attacking each other. And while this is happening, Batman's running after Joker. And Joker swings an axe at him, misses, And Joker's making cute little comments like, oh, you just have to go ruin the mood, you know, kill the candlelight and ruin everything.
That is some good artwork, though. He looks...
It's amazing.
Yeah.
And Batman just says, shut up, no more talk, enough. And he punches Joker, and his face moves. It slides a little bit, and it looks creepy. I love it. And as Batman's saying, no more dances, no more, Joker just keeps trying to, you know,
Egg him on.
keep it light and, hey, more than just a quarrel, no more quarreling, what do you mean? And Batman says, no more any of this, and he picks up a crowbar. And he says, not this time. And in the meantime, you have Joker talking over shots of the Bat family fighting each other. And you even have little Alfred in there with a big creeper grin on his face. And they're kicking each other's asses. And Joker's saying, you get what you really want. Right now your precious family is tearing itself apart. I have a new concoction that I just made. If you go back now, you'll be able to help them before there's still something left. And and he keeps saying nothing but scraps of Pennyworth, and that's when Batman hits him in the face with the crowbar. And Batman's like, no, I'm not going back there, because I have faith in them. I know they'll be okay.
We're fine.
We're good?
We've got 11 minutes.
Okay, then we're good. And Joker gets mad, because he was expecting Batman to run back and help them.
Yeah.
And he goes, well, you shouldn't. They're not your family. They're killing you, you know. They're making you... And this is when Batman cuts him off and says, they're making me stronger. And Joker gets angry again and says, liar, you don't know anything about this. I was wrong about you. Maybe your true face has changed. And then he squirts him in the eye with his acid flower. At this point now, you don't see it yet, but one of Batman's eyes, the cowl is cracked around it. So with the added acid hits the other eye, and it's all burning and gross. It looks really cool when you get a close-up shot of that. And at this point, Joker's running. He gets to a waterfall in the cave. And he almost falls over, but Batman grabs his arm. Just in the nick of time. And he says, not that way, Joker, not by accident. If anything happens to you tonight, it's by my hand. And he said, I've been thinking about what you said, about why I didn't do it. And at this point, there's a shot of Alfred, and he's laughing, but he's able to get no in there as well. So
they're starting
to fight back a little bit more. And that's the first time you see it with the eyes, both of the eyes over there. And Batman says, how about tonight I go farther than everything else? How about tonight I stop the game once and for all? And Joker just says, oh, you'll love it. Deny all you want. You love me like. And then Batman cuts him off and says, I did it. I broke the spell. I did what you wouldn't do. Right here is where you turn back. And he basically calls him out, says, you were never actually in the cave. You stopped here, left the card there, and left. Because you wouldn't want me to know. And he says, and this year while you were away, I finally figured out who you are. I know who you were before all of this started happening. And I'll whisper it to you right in your ear, darling. And he says that. He gets close to Joker's ear, and Joker's getting more and more panicked as this is happening.
Yeah.
And Joker's whispering no. And we cut back to the Bat family fighting each other, and they're sort of coming out of it a little bit. And Batman says, I know who you really are, your real name, Joker. Your real name is, and at this point, Joker's saying, stop it, I'm not listening, cut it out. And Joker reaches up and zaps him with his hand zapper in the mouth to make him stop talking. Batman, reacts, lets go of Joker. He goes falling down the waterfall. And you get a nice shot of Joker falling and then his face floating down after him. And then after that happens, Batman takes off his cowl, puts it down, and picks up the black book that Joker had, and it's empty. He never had anything this entire time.
Yeah, he was just bluffing.
And at the very end of that, we see the Bat family has calmed down, they stopped attacking each other, they have big smiles, but they're not fighting anymore. So this is the shot of the Joker. You can't see it, but in the eye is Batman standing on top of the waterfall. Oops, wrong way. And that is the shot of the cowl that Batman puts down. So, now that that's all done, what time are we at?
We're good.
Are we? I got a little
We've
more.
got 5 minutes.
Okay. Okay, so everything's done and over with. We go to Alfred in a bed, trying to recover. And Bruce is there, saying, "Oh, hey, good morning. Good time to wake up, because the sun just stopped raining."
Yeah.
Asks him how he is, and Alfred's like, "Oh, terrible, but how's everybody else?"
Mm-hmm.
And Batman says, or Bruce, I guess, is now,
Yeah,
because
it's
he's not
Bruce.
Bruce.
Yeah.
He says, "Recovered physically, but it's strange because the toxin was a little bit different. Not by much, but there was an added chemical in there that I'm trying to figure out. The computer's running analysis. It's analyzing it now." And Alfred asks how Bruce is, and he says, "Oh, I'm fine. Just let you rest." And he hands Alfred a bell.
Mm-hmm.
And he says, 1 ding for food, 2 for a drink, 3 for a real drink." And Alfred says, "Go to hell." He's clearly not happy about the roles being reversed here. And as he's leaving, Bruce stops and he does a little confession to Alfred.
Mm-hmm.
He says, "Once I visited him once in Arkham as Bruce Wayne.
Yeah.
I went there, pretending that I wanted to help with something, asked for a glass of water. When I was alone, I went to his cell." And this is before he cut off his face, too. And Bruce opened the door, held up the Joker card that he left there,
Mm-hmm.
and said, "I think this belongs to you." And he says, he looked right at the card, Alfred, right at me, but he didn't see me at all. It was then that I knew that he didn't care who I was beneath the mask, and never would. Never that he knew that he was incapable of even broaching the subject of Bruce Wayne. It would ruin his fun.
So he doesn't even want to think
He
that
doesn't
he's
even-
got a real identity.
Yeah,
He's Batman.
he's Batman. He's his Bat-King. So that's when Bruce says, "So I knew there was no chance to go into the cave. I knew it because I know him. I know him better than I like to admit." And Bruce says that's why there's no way to say that to them, the family, to explain it, because everyone thought that Joker really got in there.
Mm-hmm.
And Bruce is just saying, I just couldn't bring myself to tell them that. And Bruce goes on to say, "I truly believe that if I did it, if I killed Joker, Gotham would send me back someone worse. It would just escalate things from there," which is probably true.
Probably.
That would probably happen. And he tells Alfred, "Everyone else that was involved in all this, I've told them to come here to visit you."
Mm-hmm.
And at this point, he gets a text message from Tim.
Mm-hmm.
2 minutes.
He got a text message from Tim, then he got a text from Barbara, nothing from Jason. Everyone's slowly backing out of coming to visit him. Even Damian backs out. He gets a call from Dick, but he just says, "Don't worry about it."
Yeah.
Which is ironic because at this point he needs them now more than ever, but now
No, they're all,
in a weird, twisted way, Joker's plan worked.
mm-hmm. They're all kind
They're
of
all-
avoiding each other.
He needs them, they're all backing away.
Mm-hmm.
And then he goes back down into the cave to try and find out what the extra thing was in the chemical.
Mm-hmm.
And the computer tells him it's element 105, dubnium. Other name is honium, and the element symbol is Ha. And that just kind of lingers there in a fly, landing on the screen, and that's
it.
where it ends. Right
Wow.
there.
Fuck. It's done.
Mm-hmm.
That was good.
It is so, it's so amazing. It's so dense.
It's
Like,
been
the
a
art
really-
is amazing, and the story is incredible, because
Mhm.
in a weird way, Joker's plan worked.
Yeah.
He pushed
That's-
everyone away.
That's fucked.
Yeah.
Should have killed Alfred. That would have been badass.
No,
That would have
no.
been badass.
Alfred did not die.
Oh fuck. Well, yeah, definitely. If you haven't been buying these individually, get the trades when they come out. This
Absolutely. This is
is a
amazing.
ridiculously good Batman story.
If I would say one of the best Joker stories ever.
Oh, definitely.
Easily.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck. I can't believe it's over.
I know.
Anyway,
We're definitely going to be sticking with Batman from
we
now
will
on.
be sitting with Batman from now on, so we'll probably be getting into those for future reviews.
Definitely.
But once again, I'm Kiriyama Sparta,
I'm Sarah.
and if you have any suggestions for comics you'd like to see us tackle now that we've done Death in the Family, like I said, we're going to stick with Batman, but
Definitely.
wouldn't mind doing another weird thing. We might even get into some comics that are a bit older that we like,
Yeah.
that you guys might want to see.
Yeah.
So yeah, look forward to that. So once again, hit that like, comment, favorites, all that fun stuff, and
Thanks for watching, guys.
thanks for watching, guys.
Awesome.
we've come full circle.
Yeah. Yeah.
So hopefully see you guys next week.
Definitely.